Hey, my babies, my lovies. Hello, how are you? I pray everyone is having a glorious day and everything is working out for you. I want to talk today about what I talked about yesterday. Y'all, it's been on my mind. Check out the video I made yesterday, y'all. It was about the Hermetic tablets. I've been in them emerald tablets. I've been reading the Divine Pymander, which Pymander is the mind, what God hid himself in. And all of us have a mind. So God is in the imagination. So if you wonder why ain't no man never seen God, they ain't seen God because he's in your imagination. And God can be wherever you want him to be. And he can be wherever you want him to be. He can be what you want him to be and be wherever you want him to be. Okay, guys. I got emotional this morning because looking at these emerald tablets. Sorry, y'all. Me personally, I can't deny the information that I'm reading inside the emerald tablets because I have somehow in my little life, with all my little goodness I've been spreading around in the way I am and the way I carry myself, I am seeing my life right before my eyes in these emerald tablets, y'all. And I kind of want to talk about these hitchhikers that took on a ride with us, that hopped in and thought they were going to be able to partake of the blessings that we get to take a part in. And the only way they can partake in it is if they have to be redeemed. Like, you have to transmute them, that negative, that darkness, that dark force. You have to transmute it into life. Like, there's a such thing as called polarization in these emerald tablets, and it's nothing but take light and dark. Light and dark is really the same thing. It's just degrees of it. If you shade off the light, you get shadow. You keep on going, you get darkness. So it's the same thing. So when you think about it, we are them, the ones that got kicked out of heaven. They are God. They were of God. They were made in God's image. Also, God created them. They just got out of hand, so he had to bring them down here. But they are what we are, y'all. They really are. They are light. We are light. They are just a lesser light. Like, their light went out. So when a lot of them came down here, they really, some of them wanted to come back. They realized they made a boo-boo. And the best thing smoking was up there, right? And I also read that we are more powerful than they. I wouldn't say we're more important than they are, because that wouldn't be fair, but we hold more power because they are from the heavens. They won't come from the heavens because they don't want to leave the power. Us, we can go to heaven and come down here, go to heaven. We could travel through realms and realms and realms and realms, and they won't come from heaven. So certain beings will not leave heaven because they don't want to leave that power. But we carry that power with us. And we also carry the darkness that was thrown from heaven, which is bondage. Now, if you are in bondage, you are in bondage on your own, because bondage is fear, bondage is lack, bondage is self-doubt, bondage is hate, bondage is thinking you're not good enough, bondage is shame, bondage is all the stuff you can think of: jealousy, envy, covetousness, I mean, bondage, anything that will hold you back from being your total light self, from being your total, real, loving, giving self. Anything that will hold you back from progressing, giving something a try, something that's telling you you will fail all the time, which is fear. A lot of times we're held back from fear and we talk our own self out of stuff. We'll talk ourselves and tell ourselves something good for us, and then at the same time talk ourselves out of it. So this is what I want to talk about today, y'all, because I'm concerned about the darkness, the hitchhikers that took on a ride with us. I want us to pray for each other, especially our boys and our young girls, because they are the generation coming up, and there's a generation coming behind them, y'all. Somehow we gotta break the chain, we gotta break the curses, and I figured out a way to break the curses, y'all. Okay, like and subscribe to my channel, because you're gonna want to hear this. It ain't gonna kill you to hit the like button. You can hit the dislike button if you want to, because I know you listening. I may not be reaching a lot of people, but those who I am reaching, could you just please let me know you're listening? Because this is coming from a deep place, y'all, and I'm sharing my life experiences with you guys. I'm sharing my gift with you guys. I'm sharing what God is giving me with you all. So I want to talk about these hitchhikers that thought they slick butts can get in here and get back into heaven and kick up that crazy mess, but really they trapped themselves in here, and we have the power over them to transmute them back into the light that they were at first, that they were in the beginning. We can make their light shine, because you know what's destroying the earth? This darkness, the hitchhikers that got in, the hitchhikers that make us feel less of what we are when we truly are God. Like, if you are afraid to say you're God, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, because you can't be nothing but God. Outside this body, what are you? You know what I'm saying? This body's gonna lay down and die. So you still move on, y'all. I'm living proof, right? I'm a heart transplant. Done died over 5 times. So I know that I'm not the body. And I'm just sharing with you guys what I know, like what I bring back when I do go over there and I come back. Y'all, these hitchhikers are going to get us in the end. We are their reward. You know, when they say the lake of fire, you are the fire. When you lose this bodysuit and you go to heaven, you put on your real coat, you are fiery, boo. You are fiery. That's why you have a fire on the inside. Your burning desire, that burning in you when you get angry, you are fire. Okay, this suit calm that fire down. The water inside of you tame that fire, but you are an all-consuming fire. You are the lake of fire. Your actions, the way that you are going to be turned into the demons that are going to attack you in the midst of your fire. So, y'all, we gotta pray for our children, because the main thing out here tearing up everything is our children. A lot of us are estranged from our children, like me. Me and my son, we don't click too much. Me and my daughter, we always keep trying to find our way back, and I want to thank God for that. But our young boys are being harvested, y'all. They're being harvested by these evil demons. They want them to commit premature murder. They want them to commit suicide because the hellacious things that they're into. And I'm talking to the mothers that got kids out here in the streets. You know, I'm one of them. I'm one of them. The more hellacious your child is, the more demonic thing they do, the more evil they be, the more that darkness smothers that light. They're creating the demons that are going to attack them at the end. Like God is going to turn them over to the devourer. Y'all, we truly carry the devourer inside of us. It says it in the Emerald Tablets. That's what they've been telling us from times on and times on. These people got killed for telling us these things. Like, bondage really did get kicked out of heaven and was thrown down here. And bondage has us held hostage. Y'all, but the trick is we got them held hostage. They dumb self wanted to get in us and think they were smart enough to get into heaven. But guess what? They can't go back to heaven unless they are reformed, renewed, reborn. Let the redeemed say so. They are the redeemed, not us. We have the blessings. We can partake in immortality. Them, on the other hand, would be lucky if they even get into heaven's gate, if they even get to stand in front of heaven. So you tame that darkness and you become more light, and you snuff that darkness out, and you get that light to agree with you, because that light has to, that darkness has to obey you. So the rules are, you put that darkness in the healing center, you ask God to fix it, work on it, love on it. Meaning every time you feel a negative vibe, something telling you to hurt somebody, do something hurtful, do something wrong, ask yourself, why is that coming to you? Is that really you? Is that really how you feel on the inside? And search yourself. If that's really how you feel, that's the issue. You need to send that thing to God. If that ain't really how you feel, you just picked up on somebody else thinking evil. Meaning you need to check yourself. You wondering, and you need to get back centered. But y'all see how our young boys are dropping every day. They're dropping, just going, killing each other, no respect, killing each other. All these mothers standing over these graves, they leaving so many scars behind, so many emotional wounds. They's taking life like it's nothing. They talking about it. They preaching about it. It's the mantras that come out of their mouth. They worshiping it. They going hard for it. They chasing. They getting clout. They bragging about the evil. Y'all, something is wrong. And that's not a normal mind. That's not a healthy mind. And you can blame it on, oh, you had a bad childhood. You grew up in a bad neighborhood. Oh, you was abused. Oh, you were neglected. At a certain point of time, you know what's right from wrong. When you put a gun in your hand and you plotting on taking a life, trust me, reason is around you. Reason is always around you. And reason is your mind. Reason is where God is. And if you ignore reason, trust me, when you go commit your heinous crime, reason is not there. God said he will not go with you when you go out to hurt something that he loves. He will not go. It don't matter how you feel about Bobo. Bobo can be the worst thing smoking to you, but you really don't know the deepness of Bobo like God do. You didn't create Bobo. You don't know Bobo's future. You don't know what God got in store for Bobo. You don't know what Bobo gonna do to uplift the kingdom. Yeah, he might be rotting now, but that don't mean Bobo gonna be rotting forever and you snuff that man life out prematurely. And the effect is, when you stole his destiny, you robbed him and you went against the will of God. Another thing, you got that mother crying. You got that mama in pain. Her baby is gone. Like, and it's because of you, because of words, because of how you want somebody to look at you. You see how dumb this stuff is? This is darkness, y'all. This is not light. So how do we save our children and keep our children from falling into these traps when most of our children don't want to come home because a lot of us parents ain't with that. A lot of parents didn't bring our kids up to be like that. So you can't always blame it on the way a child was brought up at home. You don't see the parents out there doing it. And if you do, then they full of darkness too. They need help too. So how do we help our children? Y'all, we got to come together. Take 30 minutes out of your day. Think about your baby in a good way. You put your baby in the light. That baby got your light inside of it. You telepathically talk to the light inside of your baby. And when you speak to your baby, you speak to your baby with encouraging words. Don't talk to your baby getting on your baby. Don't even worry about the bull mess that's going on around your baby. Don't you get into that. You stay centered. You stay in God and you speak the word of God to your baby. And then you call out his hearing, her hearing. Do you know hearing is a divine entity? Hearing can get up and say, yes, yes. That's your seed. That's your seed. Learn your power, your core. You connected to that seed. Talk to your child's hearing. Talk to your child hearing at nighttime before you go to sleep. Pray over your child. Protect your child day during the night. Protect the people around your child. Even talk to the light inside of them, y'all, because we are all a part of the spark. You can talk to another child light. If they're around your child, you let your child light shine amongst those. If they up to evil, you ask that light to confuse the dark, blind the dark. Y'all, don't even let them get out of the house when they playing and they stuff. Cause them to be confused. Cause the spirit of Babel to come amongst them. Don't even let them understand each other. Don't even let they plan get legs. Kill the thought. Kill the legs. It got to crawl around on the belly and it ain't got nowhere to crawl to. Take the legs from it. Y'all, this is what this symbology of the Bible is explaining. Y'all, we got to apprehend the negativity. And the negativity can be in the form of anything that is designed to snuff out your light, to snuff out your destiny, your future. Y'all, we got to think of words of power. Words are alive. Words created the world, not hands. So we got to put our thinking. We got to make a field. We got to create a field that is protecting our children, because there is something snuffing out our kids, and it's their own words turning against them. It's their own thoughts turning against them. So somehow we got to seep inside of them, and we got to switch up the thinking. We got to confuse the thinking. We got to make them hear the word, y'all. You got to speak to your children's spirit. While you sitting at home cooking your food and your child out there in the streets, talk to the light. Send light to your child. Send that light out. Send love out. Because why are they out there? Why do they feel like they need to be a part of a system that is full of destruction? Y'all, they killing people that they grew up with. They killing people that they used to eat with, play with, close to. Like, the respect is just gone. So somehow we're going to have to outsmart the enemy. And this is the way to outsmart the enemy. You can use your stones that you are collecting while you getting yourself together. You're collecting stones, building your mountain. You can use your stones for anything. You throw them stones over there and kill them giants. You slap them dead in the middle of the head and you tell them to get away from your children. Create you a slingshot in your imagination. and you take them stones and you go over there and you pop them in the head. But you know what? I got my stones full of love. I got my stones full of respect. I got my stones full of, look at the life that you are about to attack. What if this was your family? What if this was somebody you love? I got that type of energy into my stone. This is your brother. This is a human being. And I take my stones and I pop them over there. And I pop them over there. Y'all, I have heard people tell me that when my son go out to do wrong, it always fail. It don't never work. Something always happen. See, you got to be the voice to speak to the darkness, because you know better. They don't know better yet. What you doing is you're speaking to the light and you asking the light to shine. Wake up in my child. Wake up in my child. Wake up the lords that were designed to send my child on the right path. Wake up the Lords inside my child that was designed to send them on the right path. I didn't bring nothing on this earth that is here to cause destruction and confusion, hurt, harm. I didn't bring nothing on this earth. You're going to come up under my command, darkness, because your light is in your child. Your light can whoop that darkness ass inside your child. So don't go with the negative. Don't care if your child done did whatever the heck your child done did to you. So freaking what? It ain't them. Because you've been with your child when your child was loving. You know the real child that you birthed. So don't be fooled by what you see and what you hear and what people have to say about your child. Get in your closet, which means go inside and you start talking. And y'all, when you pray, do not pray out loud, because the enemy is listening too on the outside. So you let the enemy know on the inside, I see you, I'm on you, and boy, you finna let go of mine. You about to let go of mine. You best send word to your folks. You best send words to your folks. I'm coming. I'm there. That's mine. That's my blood. You let your hand off. They will not be out here acting like animals. You cause things. You fulfill the prophecy. You cause these words to confuse that confusion. You throw powerful, godly, loving words out there to confuse that confusion. And then you command that words come into your children's life. Somebody with wisdom be sitting right there on the corner. Somebody with wisdom just come by. They ride by, they read a word on a billboard that snap them back into reality. You ask that word to be around your child, because the word is everywhere, y'all. The word is always available. So this is to the mothers that have these unwavering children, these children that refuse to be the best version of themselves. We're not going to accept the dark parts, because we did not birth animals. We are human beings. We're not beasts. We don't bring evil on this earth. Evil is taught. Evil is brought. Evil is invited. And we don't invite no evil in our kids. So you take these words of power. Since you know you hold the power and you got control over your darkness. Oh, go out there and get that darkness out your child and somebody else's child. We need to help each other. So I'm going to let you know. If your child hang around mine, either one of them. I got a boy and a girl. And I got another boy and a girl. They got to grow up and come into this world. They hanging around mine. Trust me, the word is watching. The word is there. And it ain't going down on they watch. So if your child is around my child, the plot is... it's not going to work. I pray that your child get some sense. I pray that your child get the word of God in his spirit and he be set on fire. Then he starts saying, man, why is we doing this? I hope they all start saying, man, we better than this. You're gonna confuse the darkness in them. You're gonna let the darkness stop communicating with each other. Cause when they group up, they dark group up. So we breaking up the band, y'all. We breaking up the group. We claiming our kids. This killing got to stop. This killing got to stop. And we the mothers. We the mothers. Come on. A praying mama. A praying grandmother. And I keep seeing my grandmother, and my grandmother been dead for a long time. I keep seeing my great grandma. She been dead for a long time. And it's about these kids. It's about the kids. They harvesting our kids because they know that they get the kid at the end. It's the reward. But y'all, it's their own actions, their own words that's gonna turn against them and get them. So somehow we gotta slip in. We gotta slip in, y'all. Not our children. Not our children. So back up, Satan. We see you. You can't hide from us. And enough is enough. Leave our damn children alone. Light shine. I shine my light so bright on all of your children. I shine my light. I shine my light because y'all, we are light. We are of the same light. Come on. Let's put our light together. Shine this light on them darkness. Let's kill them damn demons inside our damn kids and bring our kids home. I love you. Blessings.